Hello guys, it is Wednesday, September 3rd, 2019. I haven't recorded in a while because I have been very busy, not only as a mother, but also I've been involved in a certain project that might potentially lead to a permanent employment. Right now it's a volunteer project around the field that interests me so much. So, vulnerable women, single mothers here in Southern Ontario. Right now, I am about to go to the doctor because this afternoon, after a very positive and successful morning, I have been experiencing pains in my chest, pains in my left arm, and sensation of tightness in my jaw. These are of course very concerning because usually these symptoms may be related to potential heart attack. I'm only 37 years old and I had both it's called echo and MRI? It's a second popular heart test. I had them done 6 months ago and they came through clear. However, after my grandmother, I do carry genes of potential heart disease. It all, of course, might be just, and I hope it is, it all might be just stress-driven. Now, what causes this stress? And I'm tired of being quiet. 10 years of immigrant to Canada, till this day when I arrive at the clinic next door to me to ask to see a doctor whom I've been seeing for 6 months now. The nurse doesn't even give me a chance to connect with that doctor. The nurse infantilizes me and immediately starts to brainwash with another nurse, as if I was not there. Where should we send her? Let's send her there, or let's send her to that other clinic. Knowing that I'm a single mother with a little child, she doesn't understand her role of support. She doesn't understand that her job is to help me. I made a suggestion, since that doctor has always been kind to me and has always offered her help to me. I made a suggestion. Why won't you email the doctor and ask her? Maybe she could see me at the end of her day. No. Then the nurse starts to explain to me how it is her job to create the doctor's schedule, not to overwork the doctor. No, it's not. Your role is a support. Your role is a mediator, a middle person between me and the doctor. You do not create the doctor's schedule. You assist her in all the tasks that are necessary in the clinic like this, day clinic. Now, if I had been a 40-year-old male without an accent, I would have been treated completely differently. I'll give you examples. Yesterday, when I was trying to make an appointment at the welfare office, the lady sitting behind the desk was not willing to help me until I almost had to beg her to. Her answers were, I don't have time for that. This is not my job. Call your case manager. My phone isn't working currently. Eventually, she kindly decided to book the appointment for me, which is just a basic task. This morning, when I was waiting for my appointment, I faced that typical 40-year-old man without an accent, Canadian born, who almost yelled at the same woman at the welfare office. And she took it all, she put her ears down, and she allowed that because somehow he is permitted to do that. And then she put her frustrations at vulnerable women like me. Why am I vulnerable? Because I am an immigrant single mother living on welfare, therefore poor. And majority of the attempts to better of my life become a fiasco because there is a glass ceiling in this country for women like me. The visit to the nurse ended up in the most grotesque way. And that other nurse, all of a sudden, looked into the computer. A basic task. And she realized that my lady doctor has an opening, a cancellation at 4:15 and 45 minutes. It's a basic task. And yet, I was not deserving having the same OHIP number, health card number, to be served like that by the other nurse. How much longer are we supposed to live life like this? Is it surprising that we suffer nervous breakdowns, trauma, chest pain, living in the society like this? Nobody talks about it. We are all being quiet. Just a standard basic service, help and support and fair treatment, it's all we need. Equality of opportunities, that's all we ask for. Equality in the treatment when receiving services. Why are we become victimized for all the frustrations these people feel? Why our female vulnerability is being used up against us? Because now try to speak up for yourself, which I have many times. The price, a health price you pay is huge, because the moment you become assertive, even though they want you to be assertive as a female, as a mother, you are considered aggressive, you are being misunderstood, you are perhaps crazy. How can you act like that as a mother? We live as if in isolation, as a sort of minority. That is a taboo. Nobody talks about us. We are not having voice. This has to stop. Which is why I decided to record and post this video today. Because I'm not feeling well. I hope I get better. My mother is visiting me in 3 days, and I'm just praying I will manage. through those 3 days, and her arrival becomes sort of a relaxing time for me. Please share with me if you experience similar situations. Take care.